Iawn, noswaith dda iawn I chi gyd a croeso cynnes I chi I sesiynau diweddara Carlam Cymru. Mae heno yn wylo Caitlin Stevens o Ysgol Olchfa. A mi fydd hi yn cyflwyno sesiwn adolygu ar pwnc Cymraeg ail iaith. So Caitlin Stevens from Ysgol Olchfa will be presenting a revision session this evening on Welsh second language on GCSE level. Mi welwch chi yn yr adran Q&A bod na ddolen I lenwi holiadur I adael gwybodaeth I ni. Petai chi fodlon gwneud hynny, mi fyswn ni'n gwerthfawrogi gallu rhannu rhagor o wybodaeth a adnoddau efo chi. Felly mi allwch chi lenwi'r yr holiadur hwnnw ryw dro yn ystod y sesiwn yma heno. So you'll see in the Q&A session that a questionnaire has been sent to you, and we'd appreciate if you were able and willing to do so to fill the information on so we can share further information and resources with you in the future. Ond am rwan felly, mi drosglwyddai I Miss Caitlin Stephen. I will now transfer to Caitlin Stephen. Thank you very much for your time this evening. Diolch.
Siamai, croeso. Dyma sesiwn 1 ar y sesiynau Carlam Cymru Cymraeg ail iaith. Heno bydd y sesiwn yn canolbwyntio ar Mynegi barn. So we're going to look today at how to give opinions. And this is obviously going to be really useful for you in all of your upcoming exams. Uned 1, 2, 3 a 4. So nodau'r sesiwn heno ydy, the aims are to recognise positive and negative opinions, to look at a variety of opinions in both first and third person, looking at mutations that arise when we give opinions, and then making sure that we can use a variety of responses when we're giving opinions. So the session will last about 45 minutes, and by the end you should be more comfortable with varying those opinions. So, I ddechrau te, to start us off, mae tasg gyda fi fan hyn, sef chwiliwch am y barn. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to skim and scan the text in front of you, and then I want you to have a look at how many opinions you can spot. If you've got a pen and paper, you can jot these down. Otherwise, just keep them in your mind. And I want you to have a think about which ones are cadarnhaol, positive, and which ones are negyddol wedyn. And are there any opinions yn y darn sy'n gallu bod y ddau? Are there any opinions which can be both positive and negative? And if so, which ones are they? Okay, so I'm going to give you 2 funud now, 2 minutes, to have a skim of that, have a read of that, and see if you can recognise any of the opinions. And what we'll do then is we'll go over them, and as a result then we can see if we can use any of these in our own work. Okay, iawn te. Gewn ni weld beth sydd gyda ni yn barod. So, just wrth edrych, okay, just from quickly looking, there are some really obvious positive opinions, such as dwi'n hoffi in the first line, dwi'n mwynhau, or rydw i'n hoffi, rydw i'n mwynhau. Dwi wrth fy modd, fy hoff is also a positive one. There are some more tricky ones in there, some more extended opinions, such as dwi'n meddwl bod. Mae'n gas gyda fi as well. So what I've done is I've highlighted in the text the green, the gwyrdd are to represent the positive, mae'r coch yn negyddol, and then you've got melyn, the yellows are sentence patterns, opinion patterns, which you can use in both positive and negative. So for example, the very first line, we'll take it line by line, the very first line says, mae Cymru yn bert iawn. So that sentence pattern, mae something yn, can be used for any opinion, positive or negative. So in that instance, it means Wales is very pretty. Okay, then we've got dwi'n hoffi, dwi'n mwynhau. So dwi'n hoffi, I like, dwi'n mwynhau, I enjoy, dwi wrth fy modd, I'm in my element, or I really love. Fy hoff shop, so my favourite shop is in the third line there. You've got a nice little comparison sentence there, which is also really good when you're giving opinions. So we've got dwi'n meddwl bod, I think that. Now, that can be used for positive or negative because it's dependent upon which adjective you use. So mae'n dibynnu ar yr ansoddair fyna, okay? Yn well na is better than, that's your comparison, which is a positive one. And then reading further on, you've got dwi ddim yn mwynhau, or dydw i ddim yn mwynhau, I don't enjoy. Mae'n gas gyda fi, which is another way to say I hate. And then the last sentence then, you've got my fy ffrindiau yn dwlu ar. So have a think now and see if there's any of those that you managed to pick out. And are there any new ones that maybe you didn't pick out, but now you realise are opinions? Okay, yeah, symud ymlaen te. So we've got the opinions that we are going to use in today's session. Okay, so yn y bocs gwyrdd, we've got y rai positive, and y bocs coch, y rai negyddol. The negative ones in the red, positive in the green. Now, you can use these opinions to discuss absolutely any topic yn Gymraeg. So it doesn't matter if you're in your speaking exam, if you're in your reading and writing exams, you can use these to be able to discuss a topic, but you will need to put in the relevant vocabulary in the sentence to allow these to make sense. Okay, so you've got to use that transferable skill and be able to use these in different contexts. Then you've got a yellow box at the bottom, which is once again, those patterns you can use for both negative and positive. Okay, so we're going to start off with a gwyrdd. You will probably have seen all of the gwyrdd and coch before. What I'd like you to do is I'd like you to listen to how I pronounce them, and I'd like you to practice saying them. It's really good, especially for your speaking exam, to practice the pronunciation. Okay, so we'll start off with dwi'n hoffi, I like, or some of you may know it as rydw i'n hoffi, I like. Okay, dwi'n mwynhau, or rydw i'n mwynhau, I enjoy. Then you've got dwi'n dwlu ar, or rydw i'n dwlu ar, I love. Another way to say I love is dwi'n caru, but dwlu ar would be the one you may be most familiar with. Fy hoff something ydi, my favourite, whatever it may be, is, and that's where you'll need to put the relevant content into the gaps. Okay, so you've got dwi'n hoffi, dwi'n mwynhau, dwi'n dwlu ar, fy hoff. Then onto the negyddol, the negative, you've got dwi ddim yn hoffi, or dydw i ddim yn hoffi, I don't like. Dydw i ddim yn mwynhau, I don't enjoy. Dwi'n casau, or rydw i'n casau, I hate. And another way to say I hate, which came up in the task we just did, mae'n gas gyda fi, or mae'n gas gen i, I hate. Okay, so there are just some basic positive and negative opinions, which we should be able to put in to our work on a regular basis. But what I want us to try and do now is use the ones below in the yellow box to try and extend our opinions further. Okay, so in the box mailing tab, we've got some you may have seen before and maybe some that are new too. So we've got some short form verbs as well. So I'm just going to practice saying them and then we'll put them into practice. So the top one says my something and something else. So my, then we need the subject. Then we've got the word yn, which means is, and then we need an adjective, an ansoddair to describe it. So for example, my ysgol yn wych, school is great. Now there's that my there, which is an extra word which we don't use in English. So mae'n hollol bwysig, it's really important bod chi'n defnyddio'r my yn gywir, that you put the my there at the start. Okay. Then we've got dwi'n meddwl bod, I think that something is something as well, okay? Then we've got dwi'n credu bod. So same sentence, but meddwl this time, think, changes to credu, believe. So dwi'n credu bod, sgïo yn hwyl. I believe that skiing is fun, okay? And then you've got yn fy marn i. Once again, that my is there. So yn fy marn i, my something, so the subject, yn, and then adjective. Yn fy marn i, my chocolate and flasus. In my opinion, chocolate is tasty. Okay. Now, what you will notice with dwi'n meddwl bod, dwi'n credu bod, and yn fy marn i, my, we either have bod or my, but we don't use them together. Okay. So with dwi'n meddwl bod, never follow that by my, and with yn fy marn i, you only have my. Okay. So just be mindful of those. So I want you now to practice saying them after me. So we're going to say dwi'n meddwl bod, dwi'n credu bod, yn fy marn i, my. Okay, da iawn. Right, then you've got three short form verbs. Okay, so we've got three of the same things, same type of things we've seen before, but they're in a short form verb, which means it's really impressive if you in your work can use these correctly, and it shows that extra variety in your work. So if you've used dwi'n meddwl bod once and you feel like you want to say it again, then try and get in this next pattern. If you've used yn fy marn i a couple of times and you think, oh, I'd like to vary that up a little bit more, try and use one of the new ones. Okay, so we've got the 3 there and coch that we're going to practice. Okay, so say them after me. We've got meddyliaf fod, okay, which is the short form for I think that. Then we've got credaf fod, and then we've got teimlaf fod. So meddyliaf fod, I think that. Credaf fod, I believe that. And teimlaf fod, I feel that. Now, once again, because they've all 3 of them have got bod, you don't need to follow them with my, you just need to follow them with the subject that you're talking about. So I'll give you an example. Meddyliaf fod ysgol yn sbwriel. I think that school is rubbish. Credaf fod Abertawe yn fantastic. I believe that Swansea is fantastic. Okay, so you may want to jot those down. Meddyliaf fod, credaf fod, teimlaf fod. You may have seen them before, but they're definitely worthwhile you using in your work to show a variety. The more of those patterns you can use in your work, the better your work is going to be. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to use these to practice putting them into context. So what I'd like you to do, please, is my 8 brawddeg. There are 8 sentences here to translate. So we've got, I think that school is challenging. Wales is amazing. I like swimming because it's fun. I don't enjoy healthy eating because it's rubbish. Personally, my favourite hobby is skiing. I love learning Welsh every day. To be honest, I hate homework, and in my opinion, going to Cardiff is fun. So what I want you to do is I really want you to think about the fact that there's a lot of variety in these translation questions. There's definitely going to be a translation question in your written paper. So it's really important that we get the sentence patterns spot on. Okay, so number 1, rhif 1, I think that. I want you to think of how we say I think that. What word do we not need? Rhif 2, Wales is amazing. I want you to think of what word we need extra at the start that we wouldn't necessarily use in English. Rhif 3, I like, and then obviously we know because it should be achos mine. Okay. Rhif 4, I don't enjoy. Okay, so think about what extra word you need in the negative. Which word do we use in negative opinions, which is really obvious that it's a negative sentence. Then you've got rhif 5, my favourite hobby is. So it's the is that I'm focused on here. Do we know how to use the correct is? Rhif 6, I love learning Welsh every day. Rhif 7, look at the 2 different ways to say I hate. Try and think how to say them both and whether or not that would change the sentence. Rhif 8, I want you to think about how we say in my opinion. Okay, so I'm going to give you a couple of munudau nawr I gyfieithu, to translate these sentences. Either jot your answers down or just keep them in your mind, and then we'll go through the answers. But it's really important if you think, oh, I can do that. I know I think that. If you're quite comfortable with the original version, then try and use the short form verb as well. Okay, so a couple of munudau dechrau nawr, and then we'll go through the answers. Bant â chi, off you go.
Un cwestiwn wedi dod drwel hefyd yn gofyn, what is the difference between dwi'n and rydwy'n?
Right, so dwi'n a rydwy'n are exactly the same thing. It's just some areas use dwi'n more often, some areas use rydwy'n more often. Rydwy'n is the full version, but sometimes we shorten it to dwi'n. So what I would say there is just make sure you're consistent. If you're using dwi'n, use it all the time. If you're using rydwy'n, use it all the time.
Gwych, diolch yn fawr.
Okay, te. Gewn ni weld yr atebion. You can obviously check this against your own answers. And if there's anything you're unsure of, please just pop a question in the chat box, and then we can discuss any misconceptions that may arise. So, atebion te. Okay, so I think that school is challenging. So split it up when you're doing translation work as well. That really help you. I think that. So dwi'n meddwl bod, I think that. ysgol, you're straight into ysgol, you don't need the my. Dwi'n meddwl bod ysgol yn heriol is challenging. Okay, so dwi'n meddwl bod ysgol yn heriol. Obviously, that's exactly the same if you've got rydw i'n meddwl bod ysgol yn heriol. Rhif 2, Wales is amazing. So this time we need that extra word my, which a lot of people forget. So it's really important if you're saying something is something else that we use my something yn. So my Cymru yn anhygoel. Okay. Rhif 3, I like swimming because it's fun. So once again, split it up. Where's the opinion? I like, dwi'n hoffi. Where's the subject? The subject is swimming, so nofio. Dwi'n hoffi nofio achos mae'n hwyl because it's fun. Okay, I don't enjoy healthy eating because it's rubbish. So once again, the opinion's at the start of the sentence. Dwi ddim yn mwynhau bwyta'n iach achos mae'n sbwriel. Personally, my favourite hobby is skiing. Okay, so yn bersonol, fy hoff hobby, and this is where some people get confused, ydy. If you're using fy hoff, my favourite, there's an emphasis on that, right? My favourite is becomes ydy. So fy hoff hobby ydy sgïo. Okay, so if you're using fy hoff o fy nghas, my favourite or least favourite, make sure that you've put ydy in there and not yn. I love learning Welsh every day. Dwi'n dwlu ar ddysgu Cymraeg bob dydd. To be honest, I hate homework. So you've got two options here. You could either have written a bod yn honest, dwi'n casau gwaith cartref, or a bod yn honest, mae'n gas gyda fi, or mae'n gas gen i gwaith cartref. Okay? And then, in my opinion, going to Cardiff is fun. Yn fy marn i, mae'n mynd i Gaerdydd yn hwyl. So once again, there's no bod there, just the my. Yn fy marn i, my, mynd i Gaerdydd because of the mutation with the I yn hwyl. Okay, so I want you now to double check your answers. If there's anything you're unsure of, please ask at this point. But as you can see, if that was in a piece of work, they're obviously all on different subjects, but there's a good variety in there. We've got a dwi'n meddwl bod, we've got a dwi'n hoffi, dwi ddim yn mwynhau, fy hoff, dwi'n dwlu ar, dwi'n casau, yn fy marn i. There's an excellent variety, and then we don't become repetitive. Okay, so mae amrywiaeth yn bwysig I osgoi ailadrodd trwy'r amser. Okay. And symud ymlaen te, moving on, we're going to look at Mynegi barn, opinions, again, given opinions, ond y tro yma, this time, yn y trydydd person, in the third person. Okay, so very similar to what we've already looked at. But instead of saying I like, I think that, I enjoy, we're looking at how to say somebody else does this, or somebody else likes, or somebody else thinks that. Okay, once again, these can be used to discuss absolutely any topic possible, but you have to put the relevant vocabulary into the sentence to allow it to make sense. We've got to be careful with our accuracy when we're giving opinions to make sure that the sentence is accurate overall. Okay, so in the third person, you can use a lot of the same sentence patterns. You just need to replace dwi'n with third person sentence structures. So we've got, I tell you what, we'll look at the grey box down the bottom first. So we've got my ein something, okay, and that means he or he is. So my ein hoffi would be he likes. Then you've got my hun, okay, for she. Then you've got my John yn, obviously you can use any name there for John. So my John yn hoffi, John likes. Okay, you can put any verb after my ein, my hun, or my John yn. So, for example, if you wanted to say she eats, you would say my hun bwyta. If you wanted to say John hates, you would say my John yn casau. If you want to say he plays, you would say my ein chwarae. And those are the positive way to use the third person. Okay, if you want to say it in a negative form, so he doesn't, or she doesn't, or John doesn't, we look at the right-hand side of the grid, and we're going to use the following structures. So instead of my ein, we've got dydi e ddim yn. Instead of my hun, we've got dydi hi ddim yn. And instead of my John yn, we've got dydi John ddim yn. So there's a few things here now you need to be mindful of when using the third person negative. The first thing being, we never use my in the negative. It's always, if you want to say doesn't, then you need to say dydi at the start. The pronoun is the same, so the e, the he, that stays the same. But obviously, to make something negative here, we're adding that word ddim, okay? So that's really important. I want you to look back at the box at the top of the screen where we've got some examples. So it says there, my ein hoffi, he likes. Now, I want you to try and write in the chat a sentence with my ein hoffi, if you can. So what type of words could we put at the end of that? My ein hoffi ysgol, my ein hoffi sglodion, my ein hoffi astudio ieithoedd, okay? So I want you to do 3 sentences. If you can write 3 sentences in the chat, that would be really useful to be able to see what you can already do. Okay, so we've got my ein hoffi, he likes. My hi'n mwynhau, she enjoys. My John yn meddwl bod, John thinks that. My ein casau, he hates. Dydy hi ddim yn hoffi, she doesn't like. And dydy fy ffrind ddim yn mwynhau, my friend doesn't enjoy. So choose 3 of those and try and put them into context. So try and add a word to make them 1 word, 2 words, try and add a couple of words to make them into full sentences. So I'll give you a couple of minutes to do that before we move on. And if you look at the statements there as well, my ein hoffi, all we've done to change that from I like to he likes is just change dwi'n hoffi. We've changed the dwi'n to my ein. The same with the second one, she enjoys. Instead of dwi'n mwynhau, I enjoy, we're changing the person that's doing the action, my hi'n mwynhau. Okay? Same with dwi'n meddwl bod, I think that. We're changing it to my John yn meddwl bod. John thinks that. We could say, my Mrs. Jones yn meddwl bod. Mrs. Jones thinks that. My dad yn meddwl bod. Dad thinks that. You can literally use it about any person. Okay? My ein casau, he hates. So once again, change it from dwi'n casau to my ein casau. Dydy hi ddim yn hoffi. She doesn't like. So instead of dwi ddim yn hoffi, dydy hi ddim yn hoffi, and the same for the last one. So see if you can have a go at those. I'll give you 1 minute arall, and then we will move on and see if we can use them ourselves in context. Okay, and symud ymlaen te. So what I want us to do now then, to try and practice using these together, is practice changing some sentences from the first person to the third person. Now this will allow you in your speaking exam or in your writing exam to be able to easily remember third person structures. So if you're sat in the exam, in the written paper or the speaking exam where you've got your preparation time and you're thinking to yourself, oh, I know I need to use both first and third person, then this may be an easy way to remember how to do it. Anything you've got down with dwi'n in front of it, you can just change it to my ein, my hi'n, and then you've still got lots of third person sentence structures as well. So I want you to use the grid at the top. And I want you to change these 4 sentences. So my pedwar brawddeg dyn ni, I want you to change them i'r trydydd person. Okay. So dwi'n meddwl bod Spain yn boeth. I think that Spain is hot. I want you to change that to Jenny thinks that Spain is hot. So you need to change the dwi'n part to Jenny. Okay. So look at the grid above and see how you would do that. The same with the second one, rhif 2. Dwi'n casau bwyta madarch. Achos maen nhw'n ychyfu, I want you to change that to he hates. Okay, so once again, change the dwi'n to he. Dwi ddim yn hoffi siopa yng Nghaerfyrddin ar y penwythnos gyda fy ffrindiau. I want you to change that to she doesn't like shopping in Carmarthen. Okay, a rhif 4, green olaf, dwi ddim yn mwynhau. Once again, I want you to change it to Mrs. Jones doesn't enjoy. So I'll give you 1 minute now newid y brawddegau i'r trydydd person, and then we'll go through the answers and you can double check that you've got those correct. Iawn, 1 minute he, bant a chi, off you go. Okay, Barod am yr atebion te. Let's go through the answers. So you can double check these against your own work, and also you can make sure if you have got anything incorrect that you either ask a question in the question box or look at how the grid to correct it yourself, okay? Yeah, so rhif 1, dwi'n meddwl bod Sbaen yn boeth. We want to change that to Jenny thinks that. So go up to the grid above, and instead of dwi'n, we want to write mae Jenny yn meddwl bod Sbaen yn boeth. Okay, so that's what your answer should be. Mae Jenny yn meddwl bod Sbaen yn boeth. Rhif 2, dwi'n casau bwyta. We wanted to change this time dwi'n to he. So once again, go up to the grid, look for he, and it is mae ein. So instead of dwi'n, we want to write mae ein casau bwyta madar, achos maen nhw'n ychafu. Okay, so that's what your sentence should read. Rhif 3 wedyn, dwi ddim yn hoffi siopa. This time, we want to change it to she doesn't like. So we need to look at the right-hand side of the grid. So, dydy hi ddim yn hoffi. Okay, dydy hi ddim yn hoffi. Make sure you haven't got mae anywhere in that sentence if it's a negative. Okay, dydy hi ddim yn hoffi siopa yng nghyfrydden ar penwythnos gyda ei ffrindiau, with her friends this time. Okay, and that was quite a challenging one there to change ver to the third person as well. And the last one, rhif 4, yr un ola, dwi ddim yn mwynhau teithio tramor. Dydy Mrs Jones ddim yn mwynhau teithio tramor. Iawn? So give yourself a mark, mas o 4. And don't forget, you can use the chat box if you want to ask any questions or if there's anything you're unsure of. Iawn te. So, when we're giving opinions, we very often give reasons as well. Now, we should be familiar with the phrase achos maen, because it's, to allow us to give reasons, okay? Now, when we're using achos maen, because it's, we very often follow that by an adjective. So, because it's fun, because it's boring, because it's fantastic, because it's a waste of time. Now, what we do need to remember, wrth fynegi barn ydy, okay? Os yw'n sôn yn dilyn achos maen nhw'n, neu yn, mae angen treiglad meddal. So if an adjective follows achos maen nhw'n, or yn, it needs a soft mutation, a treiglad meddal. Okay, so what you need to be mindful of here is that you do this correctly and accurately when you're doing written work. This won't be so obvious in your spoken work, but it is also important to make sure that you do get the mutations right, as it makes your work a lot more accurate. So, enghraifft, achos mae'n bendigedig, because it's brilliant. If you look at the grid on the right-hand side, bendigedig would change to, a B would change to an F. We only change the first letter of the adjective. So, achos mae'n bendigedig would change to achos mae'n fendigedig. Okay, diflas we know is boring, just one D, diflas. And then if you want to say because it's boring, we need to say achos mae'n ddiflas with a double D there, because that is what the treiglad meddal causes. The G actually disappears. So with the G, if the adjective starts with the G, you need to drop the letter G and start your word with the second letter. So gwastraff amser is waste of time. And what if you drop that and use it after achos maen, then you end up with achos maen wastraff amser. Okay, so think about adjectives that you use a lot of. We use hwyl, well, that doesn't get affected because H isn't in the list. We use anhygoel, that isn't in the list. But if there are key adjectives, things like pert, tawel, cyffroes, bendigedig, diflas, gwych, okay, then you need to make sure that you are mutating them correctly. So pert would go to bert, tawel would go to dawel, cyffroes would go to gyffroes. And you may do these naturally with some of them, but just make sure that after using achos maen, if you have got an adjective with your opinion, you are aware that you do need to do that mutation. Okay, let's have a look at this then. Let's see if we can use these in context again, because it's really important now that you can apply these skills to your own work. Yeah? So mae 5 brawddeg gyda ni ar y chwith, 5 sentences, and then mae 3 options. There's 3 possible answers. I want you to tell me which one is the correct answer. Okay, so I'll read out the sentences so you can hear the pronunciation. And then what I'd like you to do is tell me which one, 1, 2 neu 3, yw'r un gywir. Which one is the correct one? 1, 2 neu 3. So you need to look, does there need to be a mutation? Is the spelling correct? Is the mutation correct? Okay, so rhif 1 yn dweud, mae'n gas gyda fi mynd i'r cinema achos mae'n gwastraff amser. So look at the grid on the right-hand side. What happens to G of gwastraff? Okay. Mae e'n mwynhau gwyliau yn Sbaen achos mae'n nhw'n diddorol. So he enjoys holidays in Spain because they are interesting. Now, once again, look at the grid. What happens to a D because diddorol is an adjective. Okay. Dwi'n meddwl bod cerddoriaeth bop yn swnllyd. Okay, you tell me which one's the correct one there. If the letter is not in that grid, you do not need a mutation. Okay, you do not need a treiglad meddal. So just keep that in mind. Sometimes we over-mutate when we don't need to as well. Rhif 4, mae fy ffrind yn hoffi pancos achos mae nhw'n blasus. Pa un yw'r un gywir fyna. A rhif 5, yr un olaf, mae Wrexham yn poblogaidd. So look at the grid, see if a P needs a mutation. If it does, what does it go to? Now, very often as well, we can mix up some adjectives with some other keywords to make sure that we're accurate with our spelling as well. So I'm going to give you 30 eiliad, 30 seconds to try and have a look through these and just decide if it's rhif 1, 2 neu 3 yw'r un gywir, and then we will go through the answers and we can double check if we're correct or not. Okay, so bant chi, off you go then. Okay, right, let's go through them then. So I'd like you to mark your own work, okay? Hunan asesu. And like I said previously, if there's any questions, just pop them in the chat box. So, rhif 1, mae'n gas gyda fi mynd i'r cinema achos mae'n gwastraff amser. Now, that's an opinion at the start there. Mae'n gas gyda fi. Good opinion means I hate. I hate going to the cinema because mae'n gwastraff amser. It's a waste of time. So look at the right-hand side. What does a G change to? Well, we drop the G, so we should be left with wastraff. So for that question, you should have picked rhif 1 fel yr un gywir. Okay, wastraff, rhif 1. Rhif 2, mae e'n mwynhau gwyliau yn Sbaen achos mae nhw'n diddorol. Once again, he enjoys holidays in Spain because they are diddorol. So diddorol, if we look at the grid, 1D goes to double D. So D goes to th, same as diflas. So for this one, you should have picked rhif 2, ddiddorol fel yr un gywir. Rhif 3 wedyn, I put number 3 in on purpose to see if you could work it out. Dwi'n meddwl bod cerddoriaeth bop yn swnllyd. Now, straight away, if we look at the grid, there is no S on the left-hand side. So S is not one of the 9 letters that changes in a soft mutation. And because of that, the adjective can remain the same. So with words like hwyl, anhygoel, swnllyd, sbwriel, they do not need to mutate. Okay, so the more you practice these, the more you'll get used to what words need a mutation and what words don't. Okay, so dwi'n meddwl bod cerddoriaeth bop yn swnllyd is actually accurate as it is. Mae fy ffrind yn hoffi pancos achos mae nhw'n blasus. This one does need a mutation. So blasus is tasty, an adjective. Look on the right-hand side, a B changes to an F. So blasus goes to blasus on this occasion. Okay. Now, what you've got to be careful of is that you know what letters change to which other letters, because sometimes people can get the wrong mutation. So make sure it's always a B will always go to an F. So think about words that you're familiar with. That should help you. If you're unsure, oh, I can't remember what blasus goes to, then think, oh, but I know bendigedig goes to vendigedig, so blasus must go to blasus, okay? Because it'll be the same if it's the same mutation. Ac yr un olaf wedyn, mae Wrexham yn poblogaidd. So Wrexham is popular. So once again, look at the grid on the right-hand side. Poblogaidd, the P there, poblogaidd goes to boblogaidd this time. So you need to change it to a B. And once again, it may be worthwhile you getting a list of adjectives that translate, lists of ones that begin with P that would change to B. So you've got pert, which would go to bert, pwysig, which would go to bwysig, okay? Prydferth, which would go to brydferth. Get maybe 3 adjectives for each letter that mutates, just so that you can sit down in the exam, and even if you can't remember the specific one you want to, then maybe having that prior knowledge will help you. Okay, right, so am y 10 munud olaf, for the last 10 minutes or so, we're going to look at how we can vary our sentence patterns. Okay, so what I'm going to do just quickly is I'm just going to take you back a second to this slide where we've got all of the sentence pattern structures, all of the opinions here. Okay, so very often when we're doing pieces of work in class, we'll be able to do this. But maybe under exam pressure, we will definitely lean more towards the ones we're comfortable with and go with the gwyrdd neu'r coch. Okay, so mae'n bwysig iawn bod chi'n cyfforddus yn defnyddio pob un ar y sgrin nawr. So once again, we've got dwi'n hoffi, I like, dwi'n mwynhau, I enjoy, dwi'n dwlu ar, I love, fy hoff, my favourite, dwi ddim yn hoffi, I don't like, dwi ddim yn mwynhau, I don't enjoy, dwi'n casau, I hate, mae'n gas gyda fi is another way to say I hate. Okay, then you've got the bottom ones, the yellow ones, which I'm really testing you on in this final task. So these are the ones I would like you to try and use. Okay, so you've got my something is, dwi'n meddwl bod, something and something, I think that this is this, dwi'n credu bod, something and something else, I believe that this is this, yn fy marn I, my something and something, in my opinion, this is this as well. And if you're really trying to challenge yourself, really have a go at trying to use those bottom 3. Meddylia fod, credaf fod, and teimlaf fod, because they really are impressive when they're used accurately in a piece of work. Okay, so to help you try and vary your sentences now and avoid using dwi'n hoffi all the time, what I've done on the right-hand side is I've told you the sentence that I do not want you to use. So you're going to write some sentences about the emojis, about the pictures, right? So every box is a sentence. In the top box, you've got a smiley face. So that's a happy emoji. So that's obviously a positive opinion. Then you've got an ysgol, a school. Then you've got gwaith cartref, and then you've got maybe ysgrifennu writing there. Now, you haven't got to use all the pictures. The more detail you can give in your sentence, the better. So some of you may decide just to write a positive opinion about ysgol. Some of you may decide to use a positive opinion about ysgol and then use connective and then give another opinion on gwaith cartref and ysgrifennu. Okay. What I will say though is these phrases on the right hand side. So on number 1, we've got dwi'n hoffi, dwi'n mwynhau, yn fy marn I. So rhif 1, you're not allowed to use dwi'n hoffi, dwi'n mwynhau, or yn fy marn I. You can use any other structure. So you can use dwi'n dwlu ar, you can use dwi'n meddwl bod, but by allowing yourself to practice sentences without being able to use these, you'll become a lot more comfortable going outside of your comfort zone and trying to use that bigger variety. Okay, so once again, when you're trying to extend, meddylia fod, credaf fod, teimlaf fod are really good ones here. Rhif 2 wedyn, you've got a sad emoji or an angry emoji, shall we say, castell fanna, map o Gymru, so Cymru, a awyren, a plane, or teithio, travelling, or even gwyliau, holidays. So pa fath o frawddeg allwch chi ysgrifennu am Castell Cymru, teithio neu gwyliau? Okay, so what type of sentence can you write about maybe a castle or Wales or travelling abroad? But this time, you're not allowed to use dwi ddim yn hoffi, dwi'n casau, or my aim. Okay. And the last one, wedyn rhif 3 ar un olaf, we've got maybe a not so sure emoji. We've got a ffôn symudol fan hyn, and then we've got gemau. So gemau fideo efallai, gemau yn yr ysgol, whatever you want gemau to interpret there. This time, you're not allowed to use dwi'n credu bod or mae fy ffrind yn meddwl bod. Now, what I would like to see is that you try and use different sentences for each sentence, for each one. Okay, so mae 2 brawddeg gyda ni fan hyn, 3 sentences minimum you're going to write. But before you have a go at this challenge for the last couple of minutes, I just want you to think, what makes a successful answer? Whether we're in our speaking exam, whether we're in our written exam, whether we're in whatever that may be that you're doing, whether we're just in an assessment in class, what makes a successful answer? Well, opinions, which is what we've been looking at today. Reasons, okay? Resymau, cysyllteiriau, connectives. So when we're using our barn, when we're using our opinions, can we use a connective in between them, okay? Trydydd person, third person structures, which we've also covered today. Tenses, amser verb, tenses, can we put a past tense in? Idiomau, idioms, okay? So I don't just want you to use the opinions, I want you to now incorporate the variety of opinions into your work, okay? And don't forget the accuracy, the bod and the my not being together, the dwi, them, okay? No apostrophe n in the negative there either, and trying to use that variety. So I'm going to give you a couple of minutes now I ysgrifennu brawddegau, to write some sentences. So tair brawddeg, 3 sentences, please. A wedyn, ewn ni trwy cwpl o enghreifftiau cyn diwedd y sesiwn. Okay? So bant â chi, off we go, and then we'll go through a couple of examples before the end of the session. Okay, diolch yn fawr. Any vocabulary you may need, any words you may need, just pop a question in the chat, that's fine. The first one, you've obviously got ysgol being a keyword, gwaith cartref, ysgrifennu, or astudio, any words that you find easy that link to these pictures. Castell or cestyll or diwylliant, culture, Cymru neu ardal, ble ydw i'n byw. For the plain picture, you've got awyren, teithio, travelling, gwyliau, holidays. For the phone one, you could either use the word phone or you could use appiau, apps, technoleg, technology. You could even go as far as to say, name the apps if you get stuck and that type of question comes up. So you could say something like, dwi'n hoffi Snapchat neu TikTok, and then give a reason why. But I'm focusing on the opinions mainly for this task. Okay, 1 munud arall te, a wedyn ewn ni trwy cwpl o enghreifftiau. Okay, right, let's just give ourselves some ideas then. So obviously there's more than one option here, okay? But just a couple of ideas of what you could have said. So rhif 1. So we're not allowed to use dwi'n hoffi or dwi'n mwynhau. So how about we go with dwi'n meddwl bod? I think that. So we're going to start with dwi'n meddwl bod ysgol yn anhygoel. I think the school is amazing. But mae'n gas gyda fi gwaith cartref. But I hate homework, okay? So that's an example of one you could have written for number one, rhif 1, iawn? Rhif 2 wedyn, we're not allowed to use dwi ddim yn hoffi or dwi'n casau, so I'm going to go with mae'n gas gyda fi, because even though it's another way to say I hate, it's not dwi'n casau. So mae'n gas gyda fi mynd I gastell, okay, mynd I gestyll. I hate going to castles, yng Nghymru, in Wales, ond, ar y llaw arall, but, on the other hand, dwi'n dwlu ar gwyliau yn Spain. I love travelling abroad. And I could obviously extend that by saying, es I Spain, I went to Spain, and give my opinion on that as well. A wedyn, rhif 3, I'm not allowed to use dwi'n credu bod, mae fy ffrind yn meddwl bod, so I'm going to use, actually, let's try a short form one. I'm going to use meddyliaf fod. I think that, the short form. So we're going to say, meddyliaf fod, technoleg yn ffantastig. So I think that technology is fantastic, ond mae fy ffrind yn casau gemau fideo bob dydd. But my friend hates video games every day. Okay, so those are just a couple of examples that you could use. Right, well, rydyn ni wedi cyrraedd diwedd y sesiwn. Felly, diolch yn fawr iawn am eich amser. Thank you very much for your time. And os oes unrhyw gwestiynau, rhowch y gwestiynau yn y chat, please. Put the questions in the chat if you have any. Diolch yn fawr, thank you very much, and I hope that was helpful for you with your up and coming exams. Pob lwc a hwyl fawr. Diolch.